what's going on, guys? Derek Beachy here from Tronix Technology Solutions. I hope you guys are all having an absolutely fantastic day. And in today's video, we are going to be taking a tour of my new workshop setup, where all the custom computers get built and all the computer maintenance and repair happens. So let's get right into it. So for the first thing in the setup, we've got my desk setup here. I'm running my Acer Nitro 5 as the main PC for this. It's an 8th gen i5, 4-core, 8-thread CPU, GTX 1050 Ti. It originally came with 8 gigs of DDR4. I upgraded that to 12 gigabytes of DDR4, and it's running a 256 gigabyte Intel NVMe SSD, as well as a 1 terabyte ADATA SSD as a secondary. Awesome laptop. Highly recommend these machines for a budget, and this thing's been serving me well. For the keyboard, I'm running a Technic, just basic $20 Amazon gaming keyboard. It has a nice typing experience, nice enough for me. I don't need anything fancy. I'm not doing any gaming or anything like that, so this works perfectly fine. For the mouse, I'm running a, I believe this is the Razer Basilisk mouse. Awesome wireless mouse. I have it wireless just for portability. I often take my laptop with me so I can continue working, if we're going on trips or whatever. I bring the Basilisk with me, basic mouse pad, and just a whole bunch of other random things to take care of my business, take orders, answer emails, things like that. You guys have seen this plenty of times. This is my parts shelf. I've got each of the different things labeled. We've got desktop parts, laptop parts, and random stuff down there, basically. Kind of just miscellaneous electronics and things. Yeah, I try to keep this as organized as I can. Eventually, I do want to upgrade to bigger, more professional warehouse shelving, but this has been pretty okay for a while. I do run out of space from time to time as parts come in, and then, eventually it empties off, kind of like it is now. But, yeah, it's been serving me well, and, yeah, that's my parts shelf. Also, most of the items on this shelf are for sale on my website. I'll leave a link down in the description below to that, tronixtech.wixsite.com is the name of it. I'll leave the link down below, and, yeah, you can, if you see anything you like here, make sure you go check out my website, and, pick up something you like. So this whole thing here is my tool pegboard. I've got all of the tools I need for building, repairing computers. Over here we've got all sorts of different cables, so whether I am installing operating systems or software on PCs, or benchmarking, or diagnosing a computer, I've got all the cables I need to plug in a computer to a monitor and hopefully get that fixed. This is kind of like drilling tools and stuff. We've got Dremels, drills, screw gun, all sorts of stuff like that. Over to the right, we've got more of our normal computer repair tools, screwdrivers, pliers, wire cutters, and things like that. Over here, down here on this part, we've got our vacuum cleaner, air compressor, so these are both for cleaning PCs, Dremel bits, and just kind of some miscellaneous little tools. And then down here, we've got a whole bunch of boxes. We've got envelopes, accessories, boxes, all sorts of stuff. All the material we need to use to ship products out. And then way down below, we've got all sorts of different containers, packing foam, plastic bags, bubble wrap, shipping bags, all sorts of stuff. Everything we need, again, to safely pack computers or components that we're selling. This shelf over here is basically just extra materials. We've got things like extra paper, cleaning supplies, extra batteries, permanent markers, label maker ink, and tape, and things like that. Basically just any extra materials that we need around here in the workshop. Then, to the left of all that, we've got some more packing. This is air bubbles, air pockets, whatever they're called. These things. Down here we've just got some random miscellaneous stuff. And there's cable management stuff down there for setups. So whether I'm doing networking or setting up a home theater system, we've got all the cable management stuff in that drawer. Moving right around, we've got the electronics repair section here. We've got a voltmeter. There's all this, storage for screws and bolts and things that I need to build or repair computers, also different cables. In this toolbox we have different types of solder. Here's electronic solder, here's aluminum and steel solder. and all sorts of different stuff. Here's the soldering iron itself. Yeah, so this is basically where I come if I need to repair a motherboard or some type of circuit board. That gets repaired in this section right here. Over to the left of that setup, I've got this awesome speaker. Hooks up to a little Alexa Echo Dot, and yeah, that's a pretty sweet setup. So I can just Bluetooth my phone to the Echo, and then play music through this giant loudspeaker, which outputs a surprising amount of bass. Moving over to the left of all that, we've got one of my favorite parts of the whole workshop. This is the test bench area. Over here we've got a test bench running an i5-2400, 16 gigs of DDR3, and basically this is a test bench where I benchmark GPUs, RAM speeds, all sorts of different things happen at this test bench. I test power supplies on here to make sure they're working properly, all sorts of stuff. And if I need to swap out the motherboard for something else, I can just easily pop off the cooler, unplug everything, pop a new motherboard in, and it's simple as that. It's awesome, awesome test bench. We've got an Asus 75Hz monitor. Not super high refresh rate, but I did get it for free, so it works out. That's what I use for the gaming when I'm benchmarking a GPU. If you've seen the benchmark videos, that all happens at this setup. This second monitor is actually hooked up to the integrated graphics in the test bench. That way it's not affecting the GPU performance at all, so that I can get the closest to accurate score as possible. So that's just to run OBS and monitor GPU temperatures and voltages and things like that. For the microphone, because I do talk at this setup sometimes, I've got this Shure SM58 hooked up to an M-Audio mixer and amplifier, and that's running via USB into the test bench, so that I get nice quality crisp audio, as you will probably hear in the video previous to this one. So this shelf over here is basically a little bit of decorative stuff, and then mostly down at the bottom just pure storage. I've also got this Acer monitor hooked up with a Google Chromecast hooked up to it. That way I can cast movies or YouTube videos while I'm working down here straight from my phone or my laptop. And that way, I just don't get bored while I'm working, and it's nice to have something playing in the background. Over to the left of that, we've got my Cisco network switch here. One is going to the, this one's coming from the Wi-Fi extender, which is hardwired into our Wi-Fi router, and then it's running into this network switch. One is going to the test bench over there. I usually have one running over to my laptop if I want to. If I'm trying to upload videos or something like that, I'll plug one in, and then I obviously have plenty of more ports here for whatever else, such as a server eventually in the future, and different things like that. Then on this side, finally, we have the area where actually all the product pictures take place. The reason that it doesn't need to be, super nice, it's just a tabletop with a boring background, is because we actually Photoshop out all of the background, so you get that nice white, just background on the picture. And so I have 2 studio lights, one on each side, so I get nice, bright, crisp, clear pictures. And so if you see any of the product pictures on my website, they were probably taken here. And then in the very center of it all, we've got the Workbench. I built this by myself. Basically took a shelf, put a top on it, and put some wheels on it. That way I can roll it around to wherever I need to. This is where I build computers, repair computers, all sorts of stuff. Got a monitor here so that I can just quickly hook up a computer to it, install OS, whatever. I've got the keyboard and mouse down below. And then I also have just a bunch of tools and different things that I can use, quickly access and stuff like that to, put out a quality product. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little tour of the workshop. This is where I work pretty much every single day, trying to, just build my business and get quality computers to you guys, as well as do repair, maintenance, all that stuff. Make sure to go check out my website, tronixtech.wixsite.com. I'll leave a link down in the description below if you are interested in a custom built computer, want computer repair, maintenance, or just need some parts. Also make sure to go follow me on Instagram at Tronix Technology Solutions. I will leave a link to that as well down in the description below. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.